And now San Mamés and Old Trafford. When you approach this and you stop to think, it's something crazy. Yes, everything is going very quickly, fast-paced. I think big matches big players come about. We all like to play these matches. Is it going to be a very demanding match? Every little kid wants to play at Old Trafford, at least visit the stadium, and so looking forward to the match and also for the return leg too. Hi, Nico. I'm going to ask you, how are you feeling from the pain? You played against Madrid and Las Palmas. You make it to the end of the season? Well, it's a problem that I've been dragging over the season, and I've always going to try to reach matches and play matches and be available for the coach. I will try and make it till the end. I hope I'll be okay, together with the medical staff, and I'm getting the support and minutes are being managed correctly, and I'm quite cool about it. I'm at ease. Good afternoon. You have scored over the past 3 matches at Europa League here in San Mamés. You talked about the big events. I don't know whether you are able that on the 4th event you score as well. Well, hopefully I score. And I always try to contribute to the team by making assists and scoring. It's something that I have in mind. I'm going to try and keep working and hope I can score many goals tomorrow and that we can have a better result amid the return leg. I'm quite cool. We're very excited about the match and we'll do everything in our powers to win. Hello, Miguel Ley. I would like to ask you about playing the first match in San Mamés. Does it change the mechanics? Well, I think San Mamés, it's a perk for us. It's a bonus, and well, playing at San Mamés on the return leg, we've felt it, and now it's a different mechanic, different dynamic. But we're a very ambitious team, and whatever happens, we will give our all, and the atmosphere in Old Trafford will make players like us to give our all too. Hi, Nico. Alberto Santa Cruz from Radio Marca. You said this at the beginning, and many people think about this. These matches for specific players, we might miss Sanzet, so all the looks are on you. How do you approach this? What do you feel based on the responsibility? Whether you actually feel this responsibility on your shoulders as something that someone who can determine what's going to happen tomorrow. I have a cool head about it. I'm a key player, right? But I think that we all are key players in the team. Hopefully, we'll see whether Oyan will make it. I'm very at ease about it, as my brother has taught me to be cool about things and to do our best. And I feel I have the capacity to contribute and to give my best so that we can pass through. Gorka Citores from Onda Cero. Before you talked about the difference vis-a-vis previous matches of playing the first leg home. In those circumstances, what score would you think it would be good, considering being the first leg played here? I think it's going to be a very tight match. I think that we need to do things very well here at San Mamés. I think the fans will give their all. They will be cheering us from minute 1. And if that happens, I think that we can start well. But in football, you never know. But with the team and that we have and with our ambitions, I think that a victory would be very good. Good afternoon, Nico. Pacho de Rica Relevo. Manchester is a very special team in Bilbao in 2012. I don't know whether you remember having watched that match. Your brother was about to get to Bilbao, and what have you heard about that match back in 2012? Well, I don't remember very well. I was very young, but I've always listened that match was an historic one, and Athletic played a very good match. Marcos. Marcos would probably say that this is an amazing team we're playing against, and they have an amazing stadium. But we have a good team to give our best, and I'm hopefully that was positive on our side. Nico, it's going to be very difficult to overcome the atmosphere against Rangers, but it's very important not to have any troubles after or before the match. It's very important, and here football is to enjoy and here to support your team, and that's what we instill as footballers to everyone, and we hope that there are no problems, no troubles, no riots, and that everything is peaceful. And I encourage people to work in that direction. Alfonso Grande, Diario AS. Manchester has many uncertainties, but they haven't lost any matches in Europa League. Do you think that Athletic is the preferred one? No, there's no favourite team. I think Manchester United is a very important team, has big players like Nuno Fernandes, has a world-class players, and they can play anywhere. So I think that we are going to do our best to win the match, and we are very focused and with a lot of excitement, like the entire city and all the Athletic fans. So we're going to do our best to reach the final. Javier Ortiz de Lazcano from El Correo, good morning. In line with the previous question, out in the street there is a kind of a very positive mood of placing Athletic as the preferred, as a favourite. How do you live this in the dressing room, and what do you do to switch off from this idea? Well, we've always played with a very low profile, and that's our way, how we play. And my brother put this very well at the Bajini, playing in the low profile. I think that we are doing an amazing campaign, and we know what we need to do. All the players know what we need to do. I understand what people feel, but we need to be focused on the match and do our job. Hello, Nico, Ramón Hernández, Radio Nacional de España. The return leg match management is always something that is handled by the winners. Are you thinking a lot about this? Are you thinking, is it going to be key to win here and then to manage the return leg? Well, of course, we attach a lot of importance. The first leg is very important for us. We know that we have to get a good result against a very big team like Manchester, but we are at ease, we are calm. But if we know that if we do things as we've done it before in previous knockout matches, everything will go well. We hope that all players give a all, and all the fans support us, which will happen, and there's no doubt that we'll give a all to reach the final here at San Mamés. Alberto Negro from Radio Euskadi. From the football perspective, what can you tell us about Manchester United? There's two sides on the Premier. They're not doing very well, but in Europa League, they haven't lost a match. So is it the only path that they can follow in order to be in the European qualifiers? Well, United always have very good players, and regardless of what's happening in the Premier, I think that they have proved that Europa League, they're very good in Europa League. I think that they have very good players, they have a very good technical staff, and a very good coach, so we're going to do our best, and let's hope that we get the win, and hopefully everything goes well. Good morning, Silvia, for Pasión Deportiva. Football has changed a lot over the years, and the athletic philosophy is considered as the limiting when signing. I don't know when getting to Europa League to semi-finals, and you will play at Old Trafford against a big team. Is it a double energy in the dressing room and out in the pitch? Does it give you extra boost, extra bonus? Yes, it's it's amazing that with local players we have reached the semi-finals of the Europa League, and everyone is looking at us as a feat, and we do things well as a club, and at a world level we are very much recognized. So, as I said, Athletic has never been relegated. We're always fighting to get to the Europe positions, and which is not easy. Anyone can. There are many teams that can buy any players, and we are doing with local players only, and which is something very important. You are living a dream season. Are you dreaming of playing the Champions League next year? Well, I'm 100% focused on tomorrow's match and to pass through to the final. I don't want to go and look beyond that. I'm focused specifically on tomorrow's match. And I'm very happy at Athletic, and that's it. There are few matches remain in this season. How would you personally assess the season? I think that it's been an excellent season. In League, we're in the fourth, and now we're in semi-finals in the Europa League. It was more difficult than what we did last year. We're playing every 3 years, and players like me, I never had the opportunity to play in European tournaments. And as a season and as a team, I think that we are doing an excellent season. So, I would like to congratulate all my teammates, all the staff, because I think that we are writing history. I'm very, very happy so that players like us and others have never had the opportunity to play Europa League, and we are responding in the way that we are responding. It talks a lot about the philosophy that we have and the efforts. And in terms of personal level, I'm very, very happy. I always wanted to play in European tournaments, to be a determined and important player. It's been an amazing season. So to finish off with the final would be amazing, and at a personal level, I'm very happy. It's true that at the beginning I struggled a little bit given the circumstances that I had, but we made it through. You referred to before and in other press conferences, you referred to the kids' dreams. You dreamt of these matches. How did this dream end? What happened in Old Trafford? What happened? Did you score a goal? Did you score 2 goals? What happened in that dream? Well, lifting the trophy in San Mamés. Every kid dreams of that. Everyone dreams of playing European championships or lifting a trophy with Athletic is something unique, and now is a very good opportunity to write history, and hopefully we can get there. But the dream is never ending. The season is going very well, especially in San Mamés with regards to Europa League. It's all going downhill. Are you preparing yourselves so that the match is something different to what you're expecting, and you find yourselves in an uncomfortable position that you've never lived before, even going down in the scoreboard? Or have you thought about that, or not to be overconfident? I think football is the way it is. You never know what's going to happen. And we are very prepared to anything that can happen. And I think that we're going to do everything at our powers so that we have a positive result. But always we think in the worst scenario. So if things don't go as we expected, but together with the fans and supporters, we will try to make things work. Hi, Nico, Diego González from Athletic Bilbao. So I think there are 47 matches. How's the fuel tank going? What's your energy level? Well, it's at the beginning of the season you feel that you struggle a little bit to be at 100% when you played week after week. I think that we are doing a very good job, and that you get used to playing so many matches, and that we're all at 100%. Nico? Javi Beltrán, Diario AS. The fact that you've played very well with Spain at the Euro Cup, and you're very well known in the UK, do you feel pressured because everyone's going to put their eyes on you in England? No, I don't feel. Well, I know that I've had a certain repercussion given my performance at the Euro Cup, but that's how football works. I want to play as I always do, with a clean head, and if that happens, I'll do a good match, and the rest will be supporting me, and I'm very happy about that. Thank you, Nico.